The true meaning of beauty. Theme, body, gender, and identity. Hello everyone. Today I will be discussing how artists from different time periods have represented the human body and how their works reflect ideas about gender, identity, beauty, and culture. The three artworks I'll be going over are Venus of Windledorf, the Venus of Urbino, and the Disembarkation of Marie de Medici at the port of Marseille. First, we have the Venus of Windledorf. It represents fertility and survival. The artist is unknown. It is made of limestone. The sculpture is from 25,000 years ago. Let's talk more about it. Venus of Windledorf was created over 25,000 years ago during the Paleolithic period. It is a small limestone sculpture covered with red ochre. The artist is unknown because it was prehistoric. Hunter-gatherers. This sculpture was made using a subtractive carving style. It has exaggerated features including large breasts, a rounded stomach, and wide hips. These forms emphasize fertility, motherhood, and survival, rather than just realistic beauty. The use of proportion directs the viewer's attention of the body associated with life and reproduction. The artwork shows that beauty and identity were closely connected to fertility. Venus of Urbino. It was painted during the Italian Renaissance. It is an oil painting. It was painted by Titian, and it reflects the idea of beauty, marriage, and love. The second artwork, Venus of Urbino, painted by Titian during the Italian Renaissance. It is an oil painting on canvas, created using layers of oil paint that produce soft texture and rich colors. Titian uses warm colors to balance the composition to create depth and realism. It draws the viewer's attention, creating a sense of engagement. Unlike Venus of Windledorf, this painting reflects Renaissance ideal of beauty, marriage, love, and wealth. Demonstrates how culture influences the way the human body is represented by art. The Disembarkation of Marie de Medici at the port of Marseille. During the Baroque period, it is an oil painting, and it is by Peter Paul Rubens. This is the third artwork, The Disembarkation of Marie de Medici at the port of Marseille, painted by Peter Paul Rubens during Baroque period. This large oil painting celebrates the Queen Marie de Medici in France through the combination of historical events and mythological figures. Rubens uses dramatic movement, vibrant colors, and strong contrast between light and shadow to create the energy and excitement. The composition includes sea gods, angels, and symbolic figures that evaluate Marie de Medici importance. The painting reflects power, political identity, and royal authority rather than just beauty alone. All these arts have a message. When comparing these three artworks, they all focus on the human body, but different cultures. The Venus of Windledorf represents fertility and survival. The Venus of Urbino represents ideal beauty, love, social status. Rubens' painting represents leadership, power, and national identity through the human figure. Although they were created many years ago, they are using different artistic styles by the beliefs and value of the society which they created. In conclusion, The works of art show that beauty and identity are not fixed ideas. Instead, they change throughout history depending on cultural beliefs and society. By studying these artworks, I can better understand how artists have used the body to communicate beauty.